Local unit. Warehouse complete.
Very well. Very well.
Local units.
Very well.
Local units. Local units.
Oh my god. Let's go, boys!
Local units.
Oh my god.
Local units.
Very well.
Local units.
Very well.
That's going on YouTube. That's going on YouTube.
shit.
Local units.
That's
Holy
going
shit.
on
Team is
YouTube.
victorious.
What's going on YouTube?
That game.
You know I knew exactly what you were going to do, which is why I did what I did. It was perfect defense. This
Hey, Flower here. As you can see, my opponent wasn't all too happy with us over that game. If you like that video, go follow me at twitch.tv @flowertintedglasses for more content like this. And the rest of this video, you get to see that game played in full and another game where my teammate went full gremlins. Alrighty, enjoy the video. Something I noticed about this game was that I wasn't really talking that much, so I'm going to kind of commentate over it just to keep the video a little bit more entertaining for any listeners out there. Not much is happening at the beginning of a Halo Wars game. We're going to start by going supply pad as our first building, temple as our second building, and we're going to use our ghost to pick up some money. And the plan this game is we're all going to upgrade our Prophet's beam ability. We were going triple Prophet, and we were kind of just trying to troll, see if we can kill our opponent's main base with the Prophet beams. It's a very dirty strategy. The key to the strategy is having as much money as possible and hitting at the same time. So if you look on the minimap, my teammate Red actually went in his temple first, and he did so he can go make sure that no turrets get up on the front of the base, and also to prevent any cheeky shields. While me and Isaac, the blue player, actually opted for temple second to have a better economy, to make sure that we could actually afford to beam down the bases. Well, I say bases, our goal is to kill one base and then kind of wing it from there when the game becomes a 3v2. But we'll see what happens. So we're all teleporting across the map right now in 14. There's a nifty little teleporter, pretty much used exclusively for the leaders to get to you immediately. Pretty convenient teleporter, if I'm being honest. And off we go. We're all just sending it to the Prophet's main base. 3 Prophets is better than 1, as they all say. They have Gunner. And as we arrive, we're going to opt for different ideas. I want to send my ghost to start dealing some damage to the main. And Red gets there, doesn't see any turrets on the front, so he decides to start fighting the enemy ghost and the enemy Prophet, which is a really good decision by Red. I'm going to just continue targeting the main with my ghost, make sure no shenanigans go up. Just get as much damage as possible, and I'm going to ping the enemy Prophet because I want us to beam him down. The reason we want to beam him down is because if we don't, he'll beam us down, which then means we won't have our Prophets to beam the main base. Felix knows this immediately, and he, as you see, Red player is fighting off the enemy Prophet. Then, look at all 3 of us. We all just start beaming the base together, doing massive damage. The opponent recycles their temple to try to upgrade the main base, but it's too late. He's going to lose way too much HP here. The enemies do drop a disruption bomb to stop us, but like a team, you're going to see us split up here. Immediately, I'm going to see the enemies drop a heal, and I just start targeting the main base with my Prophet. The base cannot heal if there is DPS hitting the base currently, and my teammates go back and beam down the deadly upgraded turret. And then I'm just saving up my money to get ready to beam this main base, and you're about to see a triangle appear. Look at all 3 beams. And I start laughing in the clip because I know it's over. Oh my god. Let's go, boys! Alright, next we got another game for you guys. It was kind of a wacky game. I didn't have any communications with my teammates, so I don't play this game very well, but we have a chieftain into triple UNSC, which means we can just go banshees at some point, and there's not a lot the UNSC can do. all the UNSC anti-air options are very slow, which means the Banshees can outrun them. So this game's probably a win from the start, but yeah, but if you're on the reason I wanted to show you guys this video is A, it showcases the power of Banshees, but my teammate actually decided to go for a wacky strategy of oops, all gremlins. And it ends up working out pretty well, and it's just a funny game overall. No? Okay, I don't know how it works. Clearly I've never tried to use it, but you know what I'm trying to say. I get sick and I should probably be on some sort of government help. One thing of note I should say about my build order is I do opt to go supply pad first, reactor second. I think that this gives you enough money to keep your aggression up in the early against triple UNSC. But you're not looking for a huge burst of like potential. Luckily because I have money saved up, but you're already a Covenant. Your job is just to be annoying until you get your Banshees online. The other part of my strategy for the early game though is I do opt to upgrade my Vortex, and it's because I'm expecting to have to deal with a lot of Warthogs. I don't actually care if my Chieftain dies, but what I do care about is killing as many hogs as I can if they're harassing me. I do opt to go check out the red player's base. No particular reason, I'm just kind of looking to pick a fight and be mean. And I don't really build any brutes early because I'm not sure I want to commit to any brutes, I just want to go Banshees. But I think in a little bit I do start building some brutes. The main thing that I'm really focused on is just making sure my economy goes up. I want to have plenty of money to afford those Banshees. I do get to the red base and notice that he's kind of building a little bit weird, so I put some damage on his reactor. I don't really plan on killing the reactor, but when it's going up, it's just going to take so much damage, it could make it easier to kill if I send Banshees up there later. There's an argument that I should just start hitting the supply pad that I want to kill. But really there were two reasons. I wanted to hit that reactor as long as it was going up, and then I wanted to go check for the turret. And then I go and catch the turret, which is nice. And because my Vortex is upgraded, I should be able to Vortex the turret pretty freely here. I've been invited to a party. I don't know if I want to join that party. And see, that Vortex just absolutely shreds that turret. Alright, now that I've dealt with the turret, I kind of circle back and I start hitting the supply pad. In Halo Wars, you always want to target their money. What good is their production if they can't afford to produce? Now, heavy supply pads do have a ton of health for the UNSC, but that's okay. I should be able to at least get one supply pad with my Brute Rush, even if it's not a great Brute Rush. And at home, I'm still queuing Brutes, just trying to get damage done right now. I'm not in a huge hurry to get the Banshees out because at this point, stopping these pads, we're buying ourselves more time to just do what we want at home. We're buying our teammates more time to get their shit up. And yeah, that's basically Halo Wars in a nutshell when you play Covenant. Your job is just annoy the ever-living daylights out of people early game, and then maybe secure an air lead. There are some more advanced tips that I could probably give, but just to give you like the general idea. If you're getting into Halo Wars, you want to be annoying early, and just go Banshees in the mid to late game. I do plan on releasing some guides on all of the leaders, some mid-level to advanced tactics for multiplayer. I've been seeing a little bit of a resurgence of Halo Wars, and it's kind of exciting because it's one of my favorite games of all time. And I don't know, not to toot my own horn, but oh my god, I've definitely done a lot of cool things in this game. I'm not the best player by any means, but I am one of the better players. And a little rusty, but I think I still have a lot to offer when it comes to Halo Wars knowledge, so hopefully crank out some guide videos. It'll be a lot of fun to input my knowledge into the Halo Wars community. If any of you guys want to add me on Xbox, my gamer tag is FLAOWR, and it's pronounced flower. You can add me, I can teach you some stuff if you want. We can become friends. And yeah, I just want to have an impact on the Halo Wars community. I go and look at what my teammates are doing here, and they're stopping the towers from getting taken by our enemy's Marines. And I do get healed by Irish soul so that I can keep going on offense. I do opt
It would be
to
cheeky, I
keep going into my
suppose.
chieftain.
Enemy engagement.
I get him upgraded and whatnot
Local
to just kind of be
units.
annoying. He's not the most useful in the mid to late game unless you're going like halls to build lots of infantry, but that's not what I'm doing. But I do think he's still annoying to keep up and can be a bit of a deterrence
So many
from
turrets.
tanks. So basically my goal
Let's
here
hunt
is
this
just to
black
go
tank
seeing if I
down.
can catch a tank.
Local units.
My goal.
Meanwhile, at home,
Get it.
getting the Banshees online, getting the boost upgrade, just trying to
Get it.
produce some. And here I'm trying to catch
Get
that
it.
tank. Do I get it? I don't remember if I get it.
Oh, get this one.
Okay, wait, I go for the other one. Do I get this one? We do.
Boom,
Look at that.
baby.
Chieftain upgraded does stun the tank.
Let's go.
That upgrade costs 400, so if you get a tank kill out of it, it is worth it, right? Because you're paying 400 for the upgrade, and if you get a tank kill, they lost 500. So one tank kill is what makes it worth it. I do Vortex here a bit, which maybe makes it a little less worth it, but I also killed a Warthog, so again, it's
Bad
worth it
news for
again.
your tank, Black.
Ooh, and
You know,
black
the
does
other
not
ones you know.
retreat, so this Vortex actually turns into a double tank kill. If you don't know your Vortex, if you get a kill with the first part of the Vortex before exploding it, it makes the end of the Vortex do more damage. So by his first tank dying to my Vortex, it allowed my Vortex to blow up that other tank. Very funny mechanic. I'm gonna see if I can catch the green tank, but I don't think I do. And yeah, I have to run my chieftain away, but that's okay. We've already done a huge amount of damage with this silly chieftain, and I think we do opt to recall him. And I think we ask for a heal.
Research.
Now our second summit's almost done. We're building our first banshees. I think I do save up some money here to click my teammate, because I want my chieftain to be healed.
Double click Irish Soul this time.
And I'm actually double sending him money because he does lose money if I only click him once. And I don't want to put my teammate behind since I don't really need this chieftain. This is more my own pride here. This chieftain heal was probably unnecessary, but I've just been like in the habit of trying to catch tanks, be annoying with the chieftain, you know. It's kind of a gamble. It's not a really good gamble anymore. We already have the Banshees online. In some of the high level games, I've just been getting in the habit of you keep your leader alive just in case some sort of play is available to make. You have to make every unit count in some of the higher level games, which is pretty interesting. It's like it's weird. When you first start the game, you probably put too much value in your leader. Then when you get better at the game, you stop caring about your leader at all. And then when you get really, really good at the game, you start caring about your leader again. It's a funny little cycle. But as you can see, I'm just putting damage into this main base, and at this point I didn't notice that my yellow player is trying to go full gremlins. So I actually start overcommitting my banshees a little bit too much. If you guys don't really know how banshees work, you want to get to like near max population to make them the most effective. But you also want to deny your opponent's second bases, so there's a nice like balance there. Now here my chieftain's gonna stun a tank, so I opt to send all of my banshees over there to try to get a tank kill. Every tank that I kill of theirs is a lot of time wasted. It takes a long time to build a tank, and it costs a lot of money.
Trades out for a tank,
So
it's
I
still worth
absolutely
the 400,
love
right?
just hunting tanks whenever possible. So even though I did lose my chieftain, my banshees get the kill on that tank, and I consider that a win.
All units. All units. All units.
Oh, they're getting Wolverines now. This is so AIDS.
Past Flower there was complaining about the Wolverines, and you actually don't mind if the UNSC goes Wolverines. The reason I was saying this is so AIDS is because I'd been trying to kill this base like this entire time,
Fucking
and they just kept defending it.
All units.
They were doing a decent job of defending it, and then my teammate here, Blue, decides to Pelican in his tanks, which is definitely a risky play for sure. And he is going to get punished for it a little bit, although we do kill plenty of black
so
tanks
troll.
here to make it pretty worth the play. The main issue is that Blue has nowhere to go, so he's probably going to have to Pelican out. Yeah, actually he's getting surrounded by the enemy team. And he's kind of forcing me into a bad fight here, because if I leave, I'm being a bad teammate. But I didn't actually want to fight, so he's being a bad teammate by forcing me into a bad fight, if that makes sense.
All
like by putting the onus on me, right? Oh, if your banshees don't help me, you're a bad teammate. That in itself is being a bad teammate.
Game is so troll.
Because my goal is to just build up numbers. That being said, I still haven't caught on to yellow going full gremlins, so I keep overcommitting my banshees to these expos because I don't realize that we're playing for a late game strat. At this point, I should not lose any more banshees. I can poke over here, but I shouldn't be targeting main. I should be hitting supply pads. Because that main base, spoiler alert, is not going to fall. My opponents are committing way too much into anti-air. Which means that I don't need the base to fall. If you commit too much to anti-air, it's like I already killed your base. Not really, but in just talking in terms of value, if that makes any sense.
What is red actually on?
So yeah, in this next part of the video, I kind of, spoiler alert, overcommit my banshees. Really just not aware as to what my teammates are doing. Again, we have no comms, and for some reason I'm just not paying attention. I think it's because part of my brain already conceded that they lose. No matter what my teammates do, they're just putting too much into anti-air. But if I really wanted to play this correctly, I should be retreating here, just getting all my banshees.
So annoying.
I got baited by that heal a bit, lost more numbers, but at the end of the day, we really can't lose this game. I can't stress that enough. They're committing so much into anti-air that my teammates' vehicle armies are going to be unstoppable. And here I start realizing
we can't actually throw this game, but this is definitely trolling a little bit.
Yeah, as you can see, I kind of commentated on it past Flower. I was like, we can't actually lose this game, but the fact that it's not over is a little bit funny. Because my teammates, if they both went tanks, probably would have pushed up by now. We would have won the game. They'd be resigning. But I think yellow just wanted to have a bit of fun. And really, you can't lose with what yellow's doing. He decides to just go full gremlins. Catch a black bar tank here.
I guess that's one way to play, is just never heal that shit.
And at this point, I'm just trying to grow my numbers. I realize that I can't really have much of an impact anymore. Other than just looking to poke. And the concept of poking, I guess I should go over it for anybody listening. Basically just means like you deal little bits of damage that don't actually hurt them that bad, but they can add up, right? They make your next fight easier.
Triple gremlins coming, I would have been playing much more conservative.
See, that's me now realizing that I've been
really
sacking too many banshees.
Considering I had to micro and my teammates aren't in comms.
Yeah, see, now I'm a little disappointed in myself in the past video. Because I'm like, why the hell didn't I scout this? I could have been playing this a lot different.
If you can hear me, Irish. For 350, you get 2 halves of a tank right there.
No, I like my advice there. I'm telling him to heal his tanks up. Because if he heals 2 tanks and those 2 tanks live, that's 1,000 resources he doesn't lose, and all he paid is 350 for it, right? That's something people need to realize is the value of your heal. If you're healing a tank and it's potentially saving you from having to rebuild a new tank, that's like getting a discount on your next tank. So keep that in mind. A lot of people don't want to use their heal because they want to queue their next upgrades or their next tank, but I'm like, if you just save your first tank's life, then you don't need to build another tank. Here I'm going to do a ton of damage to black, and I think this is where my teammates decide to push the middle, which is very exciting. You get to see the gremlin army, although I don't look at it for very long because I have to micro. But one thing to note is because they had the walls and cobras, my yellow player Felix decides to opt to Pelican drop his gremlins over the wall so that he can infinitely stun the cobras, essentially making them worthless and allowing blue's tanks to push up and be the heroes. And with this many gremlins, he basically can infinitely stun all the UNSC armies for like 3 or 4 minutes. It's quite hilarious. There's pretty much no counterplay with vehicles. You need to have either infantry or air to give you a chance against that. And our opponents
Like a
committed way too much
gremlin
into
army
Wolverines
is,
that they have no answer for the gremlins.
showing its true colors now.
And our Banshees are just stripping the black main here because all the anti-air is desperately trying to stop the blue tanks and the yellow gremlins. At this point, the game is very much over. It's just going to be death rows. I'm going to drive away from the anti-air. I already did enough damage to the black base. And with my Banshees, we're just going to try to do damage where we
Can't
can.
really help you, Felix.
I wanted to help Felix's gremlins there, but I saw what was fighting him was a bunch of Wolverines, so I said never mind. And instead, we're going to go kill Cobras, which might deal with Blue's tanks. Banshees do short work of Cobras. They also do short work of turrets, so we're just here to help increase the damage on this base. Always target the outsides of a UNSC base first. You need to kill the supply pads and stuff. A, you want to do that to make the main base weaker, but B, in case you get pushed off, well, at least you already have some damage done,
Such
right?
a troll game.
So if you need to run away, at least you don't lose your units for no reason, right? But we are going to kill the base here, and that's very good for us. Blue opts to fight the black army behind him, so I'm going to finish off the base and then go back to black main, because I assume there's no more Wolverines there. One reason I can tell that there's probably no Wolverines there is people have this habit of clicking all units all the time. And when you play like that, it usually means that your Wolverines are not in strategic locations. They're all clumped up together. So one way you can help counter Banshees is you actually want to stop clicking all units
Oh yeah,
and
it's the
start
classic
placing them
Marines
where you
versus
think Banshees
Gremlin
are going to be
problem.
flying. And use those pre-positioned Wolverines to deal as much damage to strafing Banshees. You could also do this with Gosshogs, and it's something a lot of high-level players will do, is in high-level games, they simply will never click all units. They will just remember where all their units are, and they will quickly tab over to them and use local units, or they'll A-click them. So yeah, if you really want to get good at Halo Wars, that's a good habit to start doing, is learn how to play without the
Such
all
a
units
silly
button.
game.
Now with Banshees, I often do all units just because you just have one army and it kind of wants to be together. Now that's not always true. I do often micro my Banshees around in different groups, but at this point the game's over, so you're gonna see me kind of play a bit lazy. But I'm just trying to give people insights if they get this far into the video. Speaking of, if you have gotten this far into the video, appreciate you. Consider dropping a like or leaving a comment telling me what you thought. Asking questions, boost engagement, really means the world. It's cool that if there is somebody out there watching my Halo Wars videos, very exciting. And there's definitely more videos to come. I'm probably going to be on a huge Slay the Spire kick, but Halo Wars is just my baby, so decided let's post some videos on it. And I had a lot of fun in these games, so I wanted to put them on YouTube. Probably come up with a guide soon.
So silly.
And then here in the end, the game's already over. My teammates are just kind of throwing leader abilities,
The
being silly.
gremlins, the gremlins.
Kind of a calling card of my friend Felix is he likes to drop a heal in front of his opponent at the end. It's kind of like the heals send its regards kind of moment. It's
Time
just,
to go home? Hell
just
yeah.
us being
What are you
dumb.
gonna do when you go home?
And
You
yeah,
going to
that's the
Disney
end of the
World?
video. Have a good one, YouTube. Bye-bye.